As we journey through the enchanting world of Harry Potter, it's hard to believe how much time has passed since the final film cast its spell on audiences. The beloved cast, who once brought the magic of Hogwarts to life, have embarked on diverse paths, some still shining brightly in the spotlight, while others have sadly left us. Join us as we explore the transformations of these iconic characters, from the young wizards we adored to the remarkable individuals they have become today. With a sprinkle of nostalgia and a dash of magic, let's uncover the stories of the Harry Potter cast then and now. Daniel Radcliffe may have started his journey as the boy who lived, but he's since proven he's much more than just Harry Potter. It's fascinating to see how he's grown beyond that iconic role. From confronting supernatural forces in The Woman in Black to playing an eccentric corpse in Swiss Army Man, Radcliffe has continuously challenged himself, diving into roles that are worlds apart from the wizarding one we first met him in. But it's his return to the stage in Broadway's Echoes and How to Succeed in Business, without really trying that, in my opinion, showed just how fearless and versatile he really is. He's no longer just Harry, he's Daniel Radcliffe, a force in his own right.
Spell. Well, it's not very good, is it?
Emma Watson didn't just play Hermione Granger. She embodied her. Hermione's intelligence, bravery, and unyielding sense of justice weren't just traits of a character. They were reflections of Watson herself. After leaving Hogwarts, she didn't just fade away like so many child stars. Instead, she pursued higher education at Brown University, and I think that speaks volumes about her character. But what truly stands out to me is her work as a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador, using her platform to champion gender equality. She's taken the qualities we admired in Hermione and brought them into the real world, proving that she's just as much a heroine off-screen as she was on it.
Wait, Hermione? You're a girl.
Rupert Grint brought warmth and humor to the role of Ron Weasley, making us all fall in love with the ginger-haired, lovable sidekick. But let's not forget, Ron was much more than just comic relief. He was the heart of the trio. Grint's journey post-Potter might not have been as high profile as some of his co-stars, but it's clear he's chosen roles that resonate with him. From the intense drama of Into the White to the quirky horror of Servant, he's shown that he's more than just Harry's best friend. And in 2020, he took on his most important role yet, fatherhood. In my view, Grint's grounded, humble approach to fame makes him one of the most relatable and beloved actors from the series. Gary Oldman's portrayal of Sirius Black was nothing short of spellbinding. Sirius was a character filled with such depth and tragedy, and Oldman brought him to life with a raw intensity that still gives me chills. After his time in the wizarding world, Oldman continued to prove his versatility with an Oscar-winning turn as Winston Churchill in Darkest Hour. What I find fascinating is how he's managed to play such a wide range of characters, from heroes to villains and everything in between. Yet each one is as memorable as the last. Sirius might have been a tragic figure, but thanks to Oldman, he's also one of the most beloved. Michael Gambon stepped into the role of Albus Dumbledore with grace and gravitas, making the character his own after the passing of Richard Harris. For me, Gambon's Dumbledore was a bit edgier, more complex, yet still the wise and loving mentor we all needed. Sadly, we lost Gambon in 2023, and with him, a piece of that magical world. His portrayal of Dumbledore will forever be cherished by fans, a beacon of wisdom and hope in dark times. The line,
"But you know, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light,"
is a testament to the warmth and wisdom he brought to the role. Rest easy, sir. Your light will never fade.
That you take too much.
Alan Rickman's Severus Snape was the epitome of complexity. His performance was so layered, it kept us guessing until the very end. It's no surprise that Rickman was the only actor to whom J.K. Rowling revealed Snape's true motives, allowing him to craft a character that was as enigmatic as he was tragic. In my opinion, no one else could have brought Snape to life in such a powerful, nuanced way. Rickman left us far too soon in 2016, but his portrayal of Snape continues to resonate. Whether you loved or loathed the character, you couldn't deny the brilliance of Rickman's performance. His legacy in cinema, from Die Hard to Love Actually, will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Alan. You are truly missed.
Hagrid, keeper of keys and grounds at Hogwarts.
Robbie Coltrane, the man who brought the beloved character Hagrid to life, will forever hold a special place in the hearts of Harry Potter fans. Coltrane's portrayal of the gentle half-giant was both touching and memorable, making it hard to imagine anyone else in the role. But Coltrane was more than just Hagrid. I think many of us who followed his career know how versatile he was, from his sharp-witted performances in British TV shows like Cracker to his work in the James Bond series. He had this rare ability to bring depth to every role, whether it was comedic or dramatic. Beyond his acting, Coltrane was a proud Scot, known for his wit and his love for the British countryside, as seen in his travelogue series. Robbie Coltrane will be dearly missed, but his legacy will live on through the characters he portrayed and the joy he brought to so many. Rest easy, Robbie. You'll never be forgotten.
be here. The Dark Lord himself forbade me to speak of this.
Helen McCrory's portrayal of Narcissa Malfoy in the Harry Potter series was nothing short of captivating. Originally set to play Bellatrix Lestrange, fate had other plans when her pregnancy led to a different yet equally impactful role as Narcissa, Draco Malfoy's fiercely protective mother. I think what made her performance so special was the quiet strength and complexity she brought to the character, turning Narcissa into someone who, despite being on the darker side of the wizarding world, evoked a sense of empathy. Beyond Hogwarts, McCrory's versatility shone through in various roles, most notably as the formidable Polly Gray in Peaky Blinders. Her talent was recognized not just by fans but by her peers, who respected her not only for her skill, but for her kindness and dedication to the craft. McCrory passed away in April 2021 at just 52, leaving behind a legacy that will forever be remembered.
How's Mum and Dad?
Better. Is that prophecy?
You filthy half-blood!
Jason Isaacs brought a cold, aristocratic menace to Lucius Malfoy that made him one of the most memorable villains in the series. Malfoy wasn't just a typical bad guy. He was someone you loved to hate. What's interesting is how Isaacs has continued to explore darker, more complex characters in his career, from the OA to Star Trek Discovery. His portrayal of Lucius is a masterclass in playing the villain. You can't help but be drawn in by his presence. Isaacs has this incredible ability to make even the most despicable characters utterly fascinating, and Lucius Malfoy was no exception. Paul Ritter may have had a minor role as Eldred Worple in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, but his talent was anything but small. Ritter had a knack for bringing a unique energy to every character he portrayed, whether he was playing a quirky, lovable dad on Friday Night Dinner or taking on more serious roles in dramatic films and series. He was the kind of actor who could steal a scene with just a glance or a well-timed line. Although his time in the wizarding world was brief, his versatility and charisma left a lasting impression. Ritter's untimely passing in 2021 was a significant loss, but his work continues to bring joy and entertainment to many. Rest in peace, Paul. You will always be remembered. As we wrap up this look at the Harry Potter actors then and now, it's incredible to see how these talented individuals have grown and evolved over the years. For those who are no longer with us, we honor their memory and the magic they brought to our screens. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, consider subscribing for more stories about iconic figures. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and please keep the conversation respectful. Thanks for watching.